Hello there, YouTube. This is young Volke here, and this is my first video as a YouTuber. And to start it all off, I want to do my current deck profile, which is a deck that is near and dear to me. I took it to regionals at Colorado Springs, and I got in 60th place out of, I believe, 200 or 300. So I think I did pretty well with it. So without further ado, let's go into the deck profile. You should be able to tell what this deck is from after I go through the first couple of cards. 3 Speedroid Turretop because he is the bread and butter of this deck. He makes it run fast. If you get him first turn, then you can at least get out one guaranteed synchro monster as long as they don't negate it. And while he is relatively fast, he's also your search of the deck. So free special summon and a search. But it's only once per turn, though. 3 Speedroid to Cottonborg. You control one monster, special summon him. When you tribute him, activate his effect, special summon Speedroid Tuner from the deck, and then... But you can only special summon a wind for the rest of the turn, which isn't that big of a restriction with the Speedroids. Because, you know, your entire deck's built around that concept. Then... 3 Speedroid Menko, he's the rough equivalent of Battle Fader of the deck. You special summon him out into attack mode, sadly, and he'll change all your opponent's monsters to defense mode. He has really good synergy with the deck since he's a wind monster, so you could just easily Menko, then special summon to Cottonborg, tribute Red Eye Dice, and then free synchro summon right there. My favorite card of the deck, Speedroid Double Yo-Yo. He's my comeback card. Because you normal summon him, special summon when level 3 or lower Speedroid from the deck. And while that might not seem all that good at first, it can be amazing. Because you can just special summon Terratop, get your search off, or special summon the tuner of the deck. Because I only run one of the 2 tuners. Which is a pretty... I say it's a pretty deck thing. Speedroid Red Eye Dice. He is... Well, the only card that... He is the card that you cannot live without in a Speedroid deck. Because, normal special summoned, he can change a level of a Speedroid monster besides himself from any level from 1 through 6. So, making him the most versatile thing. You could easily build a Quasar deck like this. Or rather just go into Shooting Star very easily with just using him. But he's the only tuner I have in this deck. Making this deck a very unique variant. And then last of the monster lineup, 3 Flying Kamakiri number 1s. Now when he's destroyed by battle, he has a giant rat-like effect. Destroyed by battle, special summon 1 Speedroid 1 wind monster with 1500 or less. I always say Speedroid because that's how this deck works, because everything in here is 1500 attack or less. So he's pretty nice, just with the fact that he can float for a little while if somebody's trying to OTK you. Even though it forces the monster to be special summoned back into attack mode. But you can just get Terratop, then search out Menko if you're really scared of that OTK. Now onto the spell lineup, because my deck is a FTK variant, as I like to call it. So I'm really heavy into attack power. High speedery level. You can banish 1 Speedroid monster from the grave, target a synchro monster you control, and until the end of the turn, that monster level becomes the banished monster's level, and it gains attack equal to the banished monster's level times 500. So with Double Yo-Yo, you banish him. Let me grab Double Yo-Yo real quick. Banish Double Yo-Yo. And your synchro monster just gained 2,000, allowing for some of my really easy FTKs. And while I call this an FTK deck, FTKs pretty often, but more so if you have the patience for it, it can OTK even more consistently. My tech card for the deck that I don't recommend that most people run, unless they run a deck like this with low attack power monsters. Creature Swap. Just an overall amazing card, because you can do easy plays with this. Let's say they have a Dark Destroyer on the board, because this was something that happened when I was at regionals. Special summon Terratop, Add to Cottonborg, Tribute, Red-Eyed Dice, Synchroed out into High Speedroid Chambara. He's the FTK roid of this deck. Activate high speed relevel. Banish the Cottonborg. He's at 35. So at first this might seem like a pretty generic play just to get over Dark Destroyer. But then notice someone in Kamikiri, activate creature swap. Then Dark Destroyer attacks over Kamikiri, still get the effect to go off in my grave. Special summon Terror Top attacks, and then Chambara with his 37 and 39 attack attacks your game, making it one of the most hilarious duels I've had against a Cosmo player. Because he was just baffled. Speed Recovery. Another one of the must-haves for any Speedroid deck. You can target a Speedroid in your grave, special summon it. And while this might seem like just a really nice card, it gets even better. When it's in the grave, and when it's in the graveyard, except during the turn of sent there, you can banish it as Speedroid from the grave to the hand. So, making you able to be quite the recycler. Because I like my deck to have lots of field clears, I run 2 Dark Hole, because it's just a really good card, and you can benefit a lot from Dark Holing the field, as you can clear it, then go for a Terror Top Rush, and go for a game. 2 Shock Surprise. This is like my bargain Twin Twisters of the deck. You can banish 2 Speedroids from the grave, up to 2 Speedroids from the grave, and destroy up to that many cards in the field. He's really good for destruction, and you can destroy the back row or just monsters to get them out of your way. And then there's now my non-bargain Twin Twister, because it's the actual thing. Very simple, discard 1, then target up to 2 spell traps on the field, destroy them. Very good for this deck, because you can easily just pitch something like Speed Recovery, activate its effect to banish it, add a card to the hand. That'll have to wait a turn, which is a bit slower, or you can pitch Red-Eyed Dice when he's in the grave for your plays. Now for my one of us spells, Foolish Burial. Just pitch any Speedroid from your deck to your grave, and then you can just, if you have Speed Recovery or like Call, you can special summon it from the graveyard. The mythical and all-powerful elementary removal. Necessary for every machine deck out there that likes to go for likes to go for an OTK, making it simply an amazing card. Now for my traps, there's only 5 traps in this entire deck. 3 Call the Haunted. Call the Haunted just being good because you can bring back a Terror Top, get a Search off, or bring back a Kamikiri if they're still trying to beat the living crap out of you. Another field clear, Torrential Tribute. Just simply an amazing card, with the fact that you can just go when they want to try and attack for game, Manko, and then you flip Torrential, nukes the field, and then you have a clear board for the next turn, and you don't have to worry about anything else because all their monsters are gone. And then for my last trap card, Black Arm of Heaven, because in this format, with PK Fire being a thing that it is, I feel like just stopping one monster summon is very important. I used to have a Solemn Strike in here, but I sold it. Sold it today, actually, for like 65. Then I sold my ultimate Rare Trishula that I got at the tournament, because there was this lot pulling thing, and I pulled a free binder and a Trishula, and that was just amazing, beyond all comprehension. So now onto the extra deck, because that's the real important part of the Speedroids. 1 Totem Bird, he's just an easy rank 3, use 2 wins, negate spells, so he's good late game. But overall, he's just a modest at rank 3. I'll probably upgrade him. Lightning Chidori, you require 2 level 4 wins. When you XD summon him, he's very nice. He can put one back row. He can put one back row to the bottom of the deck. So if they have that strike they're sitting on, they might not want to negate his summon, but if they don't, then they're going to pretty much lose that strike. So it'll probably strike him, and then you're good. Then he can detach a material, put 1 face-up card on top of the deck, making it so that you can pretty much rig your opponent's hand. If you can tell that they're dead drawing, Bring him out, then you could just make it so that they have that dead draw loop. Gear Gain X, must have from all machine decks, because you can just detach search level 4. Don't use his secondary effect, because I don't run Gear Goddess. Mr. Colossalus, he's just a nice little level 3, usually special amount in defense mode. And then he can just reduce one of your monsters' attack to 0, one of your opponent's monsters' attack to 0, and then negate their effect, which is overall a pretty nice effect. Old Entity Hastor, and remember, it's important to have a mostly wind extra deck because it provides lots of synergy, and you won't get slowed down by a Takanomborg if you ever need to do those really quick plays. Old Entity, he's destroyed, he's sent for the monster zone to the graveyard, so you can even just use him for synchro material. Equips to their monster. When he's sent from there to the graveyard, you gain control. Nice little thing. Now my favorite, well, not my favorite, but my favorite synchro Speedroid. High Speed Archambara, just the overall most amazing card in this deck. Can attack twice, gains 200 whenever he battles. He's generic, by the way, so any deck can splash him in if you wanted to. And then when he's sent to the graveyard, you can add a banished Speedroid to your hand, making him the Grand Recycler. Stardust Charge Warrior. He's a nice little plus. When you synchro summoned out, you draw a card, and then he can attack all special summon monsters. So if you're going against Gang Zings, you can quite literally make them deck. You can get them close to decking out if they don't draw that path. Kendama, who I have 2 of. You can draw no cards, special summon him out, and then you can match Speedroid from the grave. Inflict 500, and he also does piercing, so he's nice. Black Rose, Moonlight, and Black Rose. Black Rose, just a good overall field nuke that you can synchro into really quickly. And Moonlight is just good for field advantage, since you can continuously bounce back most things. Alright, Meteor Burst. He's a rather unique pick for my deck, because I hate the thought of Battle Fader ever stopping an OTK or FTK. He's here, so they can't activate any monster effects on their possession, so on the field and the hand, so they won't be able to stop you. Now the ideal synchro card / ideal Speedroid card, Clearing Synchro Dragon. Overall, just amazing. Level 5 if monster effect activates the target's level 5, or monster effect that is level 5 or higher, you can just negate it, and he gains that attack until the end of the turn, making him overall really good for just effect negation. Goyo King, because, I mean, like, why the hell not? He's just in here until I can get a Crystal Wing, because I plan on pre-ordering a box of Shining Victories, and doing a box opening for you guys. So there's Goyo King right here, attack, and then he can take control 1 face up if he destroys a monster by battle, or special summon that monster, so the rest of the Goyos. And I just like that effect since it doesn't target, so I've stolen 1 Dark Destroyer at regionals. And then Miss Worm, my Bargain Branch Trishula right here. He'll bounce back 3 monsters to your opponent's hand, 3 cards to your opponent's hand, so he can be really easy temporary removal. And thank you for watching. Now, this is just my first video, and I'm going to start improving camera quality and stabilization very soon. But thank you for watching, and as always, Young Volke signing out. Bye-bye.